Hello everyone, my name is Zainab Chunawala. My designation, I am a mother. My profession, if I have to talk about, that is I am a teacher by profession. I am a Rubik's mentor, a trained Rubik mentor. I teach various types of cubes, and I am also a health coach in clinical nutrition and weight management. So that's about me. And I believe I'm speaking with a lot of beautiful parents of wonderful toddlers. Today I'm here to talk about kids, mainly the immunity of our kids. Everyone's talking about how to boost the immunity, right? So that we could survive this whole COVID-19 situation. If I have to, and a little bit about the nutrition. I don't want to go too much in depth because nutrition is such a vast topic. If I start talking, it's never going to end. So just to keep it simple, uh, for the nutrition bit, it's very important that we give our kids the five major nutrient groups. All the five groups should be given to our kids and all the meals that they take. Now, what are these five nutrient groups? The three macros, they're called macros. Why? Because the body needs them in a big amount. Yeah, and then the two micros, because the body needs them in tiny amounts, but these two are extremely crucial also. So what are the three macros? Your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. Those are your macronutrients that must be given in all the meals that your child takes. And the two micros are the vitamins and the minerals, which comes from your vegetables, your fruits, your nuts and seeds. This should be a part of your child's everyday eating. Now, how can a simple way to say how can you make their snack a full power packed snack? Say if you're giving them a burrito, or make it interesting at the same time, right? Because we know our little ones are extremely fussy and they want something interesting, so we need to make sure that we make the food look interesting for them, but yet at the same time it's nutrient dense. Yes, now when I say nutrient dense, it has to have all the five nutrition elements in it. It is so if you're giving them a burrito, you can add all the possible vegetables inside, hide them in, or you can put it in the burrito. If you're making a chapati, make it a spinach chapati, or add beetroot to it, or something like that, which makes it colorful. At the same time, you are adding, you know what's going in. You can add a tofu, if you can add paneer for the proteins if you're a vegetarian, and lot of other dips and homemade dips and our chutneys and all that we can add in that burrito, which has now the carbs, the protein in the form of paneer, tofu, or if you're a non-vegetarian, there can be, you can beautifully add in eggs to it or chicken to it, you know, whatever the child likes, and put in some good amount of fat in it with our lovely ghee and everything, and that's a power packed meal that you can give it to your child, and yet so interesting. Yeah. What I do is, if your parathas, if I make for my kids, I put in all the possible vegetables in that, and some protein sauce like a paneer, and some fat like some good amount of cheese or something, and that's a wholesome paratha that they are eating. Otherwise they wouldn't eat anything which vegetables given on the side as a salad. We know how fussy our kids are, so we need to make sure that we make it interesting, yet we put in everything possible in it, and we parents are very good at it. Yeah. Now, coming to the immunity building part of our kids, which is what I want to really speak about today. Well, how do you build your child's immunity? You have to serve them as much vegetables and fruits as possible during the day. Fruits majorly rich in vitamin C, because vitamin C is the immunity builder. Yeah. Now, what are these foods which are rich in vitamin C? All your citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C. So oranges, if you give them lemon juice sometimes with some black salt in it, not too much sugar, Aula, if you have stored it during the season, Aula has 8 times more vitamin C than what lemon has. Yeah. So if you have that, wonderful. If you can feed your child that, if you see the vegetables that are rich in vitamin C, that's broccoli, very rich in vitamin C. Our bell peppers, capsicums are rich in vitamin C. Or kale, if you can manage to get it somewhere, make sure you get a lot of vitamin C source in your child's diet every day. Second thing that is very important for our kids, which has gone haywire right now in this situation, is sleep. Sleep is where your immunity is built up. Sleep is where your child is repairing and your child is recovering from the whole day's tiredness, and that's where the whole immune system is relaxing and building up for your child. Minimum, I'd say maximum 10 hours of sleep is what you have to give, and minimum at least 9 hours of sleep is what your child must get. So for that, we have to make sure to have a good routine for our kids. In this whole haywire routine situation, we must make sure the sleep is on time. It is very, very important for our kids' immunity. Exercising. Now, exercising is equally important for a child. Yeah, they, before this whole thing, they were so active. Now suddenly they are homebound, and you cannot tell your child, go walk on the treadmill, or go do some exercising. They don't know what that is. For them, playing was exercise. Playing football, all the load bearing exercises, like they used to play, they used to run football, or go for some other physical activity classes. All those were their form of exercises. Now they don't go for any of the outdoor activities. So we have to make sure that indoors we make it more lively for them, more to make sure that they're active. Now your skeleton is the hanger of your body, right? All your organs depend on your skeleton, literally hangs on your skeleton, right? So your bones have to be strong, and for that, exercising is very, very important. Now you can make this whole exercising very, very interesting for your child. Here's few things that I do with my kids. And now we have made this, I don't know how far it's visible, it's a snake and ladder game that we do, and for everywhere they go there is a kind of exercise. Like if you jump 4 spaces, there would be 15 back kicks, or then 10 sit-ups, 8 burpees, so you're playing a game, and whoever finishes is the winner. You can play with your child. You can obviously reduce the difficulty level. My kids are a little older, so there are higher numbers, but this is how you can play a snake and ladder. It's fun for the family to play, yet at the same time you're making sure your child is active. Or you can play this game of Monopoly. Again, every time they jump a space, there is an exercise kept for them to perform, right? And if they go on a jail or parking, that's where they sip the water, so they are hydrating themselves at the same time. You can prepare such games. You can search online and make sure the kids are staying active for some time of the day. You can exercise as a family. It's fun for the kids. The other things that is very, very important, and which it lacks somewhere in our diet, is protein. Protein is your immunity builder. It's very, very important to have protein rich food for our kids, especially kids who are vegetarian really struggle to reach the need of the protein. So make sure, if you're a vegetarian, you add the protein sources everywhere, like dals, your paneer, tofu, rajmas, and everything possible that builds up the child's immunity. And for non-vegetarians, please give your children eggs, fish, and chicken, which are good sources of protein and lean fat. Yeah. The other thing that is very important to build up their immunity is probiotics. Your curds, your yogurts, say if you give Yakult to your kids, fine, because if you have a healthy gut, is where your whole immune system is built up. a healthy gut is equals to good immunity for the child. Yeah, so please add, you can add buttermilk to your kids diet. You can give them a little fruits with yogurt, nice kind of a parfait. You can make it interesting, colorful, and feed them that. So probiotics are very, very important to build their immunity. The other things that is important is nuts, seeds, your dry fruits. They are packed with antioxidants, and that's what helps your child to gain the immunity that they need. All your nuts, like your almonds, walnut is a very good source of omega-3 for vegetarians who don't eat fish. So for them it's very, very important. It's a good source of protein and a good source of good fat, and at the same time a lot of immunity giving source. So give them nuts and seeds. Make sure it's a part of their day. Give them some nuts, seeds, dry fruits every day. The other thing that you can give them is turmeric. And we are lucky in India. We have in everything that we cook, we add turmeric to it. Yeah, but if you could give your kids turmeric in warm milk in the night, it will help them sleep better. Turmeric has this antioxidant, the powerful antioxidant called curcumin, that helps build their immunity, that helps make their immune system strong to fight against all the viruses and everything going around them. So make sure you give them some amount of turmeric every day, and if they can have turmeric milk in the night with some nut powder in it, almonds and powdered nuts in it, it will help them sleep better. It will calm them down, and they will rest better and build up the immunity at the same time. I hope this talk was informative for y'all. Please keep your kids safe, keep them active, make sure that they're sleeping well. Reduce their screen time as much as possible, at least an hour 2 hours before they go to bed. There shouldn't be any screen time. Make sure the kids are eating the food with full concentration and not with screen in front of them. They don't even know what's going in. It's very important that they pay attention to what's going in there. Yeah, make the food as interesting as you can. You all parents are very good with that, all of us. So I don't need to say much about that. Make sure you have all the 5 nutrient groups in your all the meals as much as possible. I hope this talk was helpful for you all. All the best. Stay safe. Stay at home. Please keep the kids at home as much as possible because they're really young. Take care. Goodbye until next time.